All right, people, check it out. This morning I got the last two Bowman packs, so I've got 10 of these to open. 2 mega boxes and then 8 regulars. So these 2 megas. Now these are all retail, so they're not going to pull as hard as your hobby boxes or jumbo boxes, which are bigger. They're probably, honestly, those could cost as much as all of these combined. Actually, no. They would be about, no, would they? Something like that. So you see, boom, boom, boom. All right, let's get to this. All right, so what do you think we should open first? One of the megas or one of these first? I'm really thinking I want to open up one of the mega boxes. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. Let me get this out of the way a little bit. Yeah, so you can actually see what's going on over here. Yeah, the hard part wasn't even buying these in terms of like the expense. The hard part was finding a place that actually has them. I went to like, I don't know, 10 different stores. And, it's not easy to find this. And when you do, people, guarantee you, people start going and buying these. Now, I use a little life hack to get this many so quickly. What I would do is I would go to Target in the morning during the first shift, use a credit card, and then I would go back in the late evening when they have after their shift change, and then I would use cash. So that way their loss prevention system doesn't detect me going in and buying up all their stuff. Feel free to drag me in the comments about that. But honestly, that's the way to do it. It gives you an advantage. Now, I think just because of the way that the box was here, we might be be having a little bit of a problem. I think I'm gonna actually keep these boxes. I don't know. I have to look into it. All right. So these two looked a little bit like scrunch, so they might have damage. So I want to check that out first. Make sure that they're still good. So here's the first one of a lot. I hope that these don't have the damage because these are actually the ones that you want. This is why you buy the mega packs. These are the 10 card ones. All right, so we got boom, done the first one there. All right, so first card is Matt Olson. Nothing really special about it either. It's just a regular one. Then we've got Adley Rushman. Again, not really interesting. We got our first rookie, Louis Angel Acuna. Right here. So we got one Acuna. Yeah, so these Bowman breaks, I'm not going to mess around with it. Anything that is of any kind of decency goes straight into a sleeve. No question about it. All right, Malcolm Moore, first Bowman. That's going to be saved right here. Anything that's a first, I'm going to immediately throw that to the pile. And maybe I'm doing a little bit, maybe that's a little overkill because we're really looking for the rookies. But, So now we got Louis Pena, another first Bowman. These cards are so much nicer than the other ones. Way nicer, way higher quality. Like, you can just, like, tell. You know, it's like, people say, oh, well, it's always the same thing. Well, no, I don't believe in that. You know, I don't believe in things like that. So, all right, we got Jack Lines. Jack Lines, there's his first Bowman. Now, these two are going to get taken care of. All right, so we got our first refractor. Braden Montgomery. Basic, pretty basic here. Nothing crazy. Put that in with the pile. Next, we've got a refractor, and it's a first Bowman. Aaron Estrada. Aaron Estrada, refractor, first Bowman. Not bad. And I don't see any damage on the cards or anything, so whatever way that they were packed in there, there was some outside damage on the box, but that was not, I guess, it wasn't relevant to the quality of what I'm pulling. So now we've got rookie card Tyler Locklear, the Seattle Mariners. We're still not seeing my guy, Jack Winkler. Now, Jack Winkler, the worst performing rookie in MLB right now. And let me tell you why I don't say that as a bad thing. I think, and the way that I think it's absolutely hilarious if I were to hype a guy up with my YouTube channel who is absolutely insignificant, has zero impact, and is just kind of like there. It's so bad that it's good. You know, that's the whole play behind that. So we'll see if I can get a little following going. Otherwise, I just look like a jackass, which I'm fine doing. That's fine. But you know, everyone's this is like, you know, sports, especially baseball. It's hype city. So, you know, baseball is hype city of all sports. So that being said, I think that it's great to give people a little bit of a look into things. And it's like people expect these rookies to come out the gate swinging like they're Mickey Mantle or Derek Jeter or A-Rod. It's not going to happen. These guys take time to develop and you know, play at scale, play at their level. It's not something that happens overnight because their body still develops. A lot of these guys are in their early 20s, and they're not really developed into the game yet until they're around 28, 29, 30, especially with baseball. It's not so much like that with football because you know, it's a heavy contact sport. But with baseball, and not to say that baseball is not heavy contact either. I played it in high school, and it was not, you know, that's obviously nowhere near this level, but it's the premise of it. And understanding the dynamics of the game, what can happen, how you can get injuries, all that stuff plays in. So, you know, baseball is not only a physically demanding sport, it's a thinking man's game. So, same thing like softball. You know, that's a very mental game. So when you're looking at these, and you know, the way that your analysis goes depends on how you make the plays. Matt Chapman, no, we got a rookie, Tommy Segis, rookie right here, pretty basic. I need to open up some more penny sleeves because, you know. Yeah, I have. statistically, you have to open up 99 of these packs like this, 99 of these, in order to get one auto, statistically. Meanwhile, if you buy your hobby or jumbo boxes, you're almost guaranteed to get one. But they're a lot more expensive, and I honestly could not find any around here. So that means people already bought those. And yeah, I'm competitive. Yeah, I've got some coin that I can throw around, but you know, you gotta be realistic about this stuff. If I were to have bought 10 boxes of jumbos and ripped them, well, one, that would cost like what, anywhere between $2 to $3 grand, which would be kind of awesome. You know, that would be a statement on the channel. I mean, even this is a statement because it's well over $300 to buy all this. And if I were to have resold these, not crack these open, what you would see is, you know, they'd sell for like double, triple, even quadruple online. So, you know, you never, especially as you get out of the print run and people are, you know, they're looking for these. So, Jesus made, first Bowman. These firsts are true rookie cards. Maybe they're not, and I'm just making that up. I don't know. Got Will Walker, first Bowman. Believe me, I like. And it's funny. I was wondering what the OF meant on this. I was like, you know what I mean? It's outfield, people. Outfield. Not the other OF. So we got this guy, Chrome, Pablo Guerrero. Yep. Refractor. I don't know. What are they foils or you know, that's the thing about baseball cards. They've got like their whole own separate fucking lingo. It's like, at least with Pokemon cards, you got holo and you've got not holo. They don't have like all these extra little variations and little this and that and that. It's like the sports card environment is a lot more sophisticated than the Pokemon hobby shop. So, alright, what we got? We got this refractor, foil, holo, whatever you call it. First rookie. First Bowman. Yeah, these guys are all like, they're either getting drafted in from camp or they're getting, or minor leagues, you know. That's how that works, you know. Kind of works that way, just a little bit. Yeah, Carlos Correa. Or Correa. I don't know. He's on the, he's with the Minnesota Twins. He's with my boy over there, Festa. That Festa, too, by the way, I was looking at it, and I was almost going to submit it for grading at Beckett. But then I noticed there was a nick right on the side. Other than that, the thing was flawless and perfectly centered. But there was a little nick, and that was killed Black Label. See, always check your cards first. Use some technology, Google how to do it, I don't know. Make your own little process on whether or not it's justifiable to send in a card for grading. Because in order for it to get back in time, a reasonable amount of time for baseball at least, you need to get these things back in like a week. Otherwise, you're now forced to play the long game. So if you're playing the long game on these, you're going to have to hold these longer than what you'd expect to. So the $150 to submit to Beckett to get your thing back in 10 days, and you know, even goes up from there. It's like $300 if you do it Premier or their premium, whatever they call it. I don't know. See, that's the thing. You need to think about what the time value is as well, and when you're doing this stuff. Because everything else might sound like, oh yeah, it's great, you can get it graded for like a little bit. Well, not really, because if they had grading cheap, everyone would be sending in every single card that they have in mass, and they would just overload their rating systems. You know? So, you know, that's the whole reason why you can't do that. Yes, that's not bad. So, alright, let's check out some of these 5 cards. Yeah, the mega packs are different than these other guys. I have a feeling that I'm probably going to pull the good stuff. Okay, there's something wild in here, people. So, alright, for starters, we got this nice refractor first Bowman right on top. And then there's a weird shaped card in the middle. So we definitely hit the jackpot with this one. Or unless this is just the first time I opened up these 5 card packs and they're actually all like, you know, something. So we got Bearer Montilla. Alright, cool. I mean, like, one thing for sure, these things do look nice. So then we got Connor Griffin here in chrome. That's cool. Then we got another crazy thing over here. Another one. This one's actually pretty wild. I think it's pretty good. You know? And we'll see how good it is. Mega Chase Burns. Mega Futures Chase Burns. Yeah. That's his name. Oh my god. That's like something. Yeah, so Chase Burns. Okay. Like, what? So Mega Futures is the thing. See, this is how you know this is the first time I actually opened this kind of shit. It's a learning experience. Now here is what we were looking for. This is something wild. Kumar Rocker, Bowman Chrome rookie card, Rookie of the Year. Boom. Now that is cool. That is definitely cool. I am going to take very, very good care not to mess anything up with this. Hell, you know, maybe I should... No, I'm not going to use the top loader because this one I might actually send in for actual grading. Like, just look at this. This is nice. That's a good pull. Now, here's the thing. I might pull something like that in every one of these 5 packs, right? Because that's kind of like how this works. So maybe instead of going, oh, that's so cool, maybe I should go and like calm down for a minute and say, hold on, this is actually par for the course. Because, you know, remember, last time I was just like going crazy for nothing. So we got our Braden Montgomery right over here as well. These things have some nice patterns to them. Alright, cool. So, alright, we've got 2 more 10 card packs here, and then 1 more 5 card. This 5 card has got to have... The 5 card ones are the ones that are what you actually want, not the 10 card ones, because the 5 card ones give you this stuff. And, you know, it's different. This is where you get your autos and your limited print runs. Now, this one doesn't say anything about limited print run, but it's definitely cool. Not sure about the guy if he's going to make anything of himself or not, but you know, we'll see. So this will go over here for now, along with the rest of the winners. All right, let's kind of pick this up a little bit so that way we're not going here like the slowness. I might be in Savannah, but I'm originally from New York. We don't do things slow up there. Nor do we do anything half-assed up there. Alright, so Aaron Judge, just regular though, nothing crazy. Jackson Merrill, nothing crazy. Shane McCallahan, nothing crazy. Montez, nothing crazy. Now we got Jose Perriella. Jose Perriella, and that is a Bowman first. Alright, cool. So we're going to go and sleeve this. See, these packs are they're going to take a while because I don't want to potentially damage any of these cards. Alright, so that's one. Now we got a Yankee here. We have Edgalene Perez, Bowman first. Got a Perez. Next, we got a chrome refractor. It's a first. It's Ashley Andujar. Boom, right there. Bowman first in chrome. Not bad. Colorado Rockies. Nice. Alright, next we've got another refractor. This is a good one. Christian Campbell. Right here. That is one of the chase cards in this year's print runs. Now when I say chase card, I don't mean like this is not like a one out of one refractor or something like that, super refractor. It's but that's one of the cards that you want to own. That's not one of the ones that you want to that you just like throw in the junk pile. That's where you are getting your ROI on this. So I got this rookie card for Brooks Lee. Brooks Lee, Minnesota Twins. Yeah, you definitely, you know. I'm done. Okay. Final card in the deck is Paul Skenet. Of course, they give me a like someone that I can't pronounce the name of has to be the last one for the deck. You know, it's just like, come on. You get the idea. So yeah, that's pretty much how it, that was pretty good first couple pulls. We got one more to go. I need to kind of speed this up a little bit, I'll take care of this in a little bit. How about this? We're gonna go and we're gonna bust open this last 10 pack, and I'm gonna save that 5 card one for an independent short video that will direct to this video. Because the stuff that I'm doing here, this is kind of cool to see because it gives you an idea of how many cards. It shows like the whole card collection journey and how much you actually have to invest in this in order to pull some hits. So, Gunnar Henderson, average. You got Corbin Carroll, average. Nothing special. Nothing special on Terry Skubal. And by the way, if I butcher their names, drag me in the comments. So, Cole Emerson, nope. Peyton Ellis, Eels, Peyton Ellis. That would be first Bowman. So I'm just going to put that over here because you know what? Why not? Then we have Blake Volters. Blake Volters, first Bowman. Right here, people. This is what we're going for. We got first Bowman over here for Andrew Morris, refractor. We have back-to-back refractors, actually, for first. I'll tell you the next guy's name in a second. Okay. Boom. And we have Hung Chang-un, first Bowman. Yeah, this is crazy. I'm going to rip 10 Bowmans in a row. It's wild. Now we got 2 rookie cards to finish off that deck. We've got Rhett Lauder and Shea Whitcomb. Boom and boom. Alright, people. So that about covers it with this. Like I said, I'm going to go with another short at the end. See, these mega packs, they're pretty good value. Each were like, what, 50 bucks? And I'm pulling all this stuff. That's not bad for someone who collects. If you're looking to flip all this, well, you'd be kind of upset because you didn't pull anything that was autographed or anything really that is so incredibly special out of this. So it's not really, this is really average. It's par for the course. And, you're playing with volume when you're playing this game. And if you're going to play with volume, you can't really expect to have a certain ROI that you are seeking that easily. Otherwise, everybody would be doing it if it was easy. And this is if you're collecting to make some trades and flips, you need to have a well curated collection from over a several year period. It's not just one day you decide, hey, I'm going to go and collect some baseball cards and flip them. A lot of people got into that misconception because of the Pokemon hype. And, Pokemon's doing very well right now. And baseball is also doing very well. So when Pokemon product runs out on the shelves, people go to the next best thing. And you know what the next best thing is? It's called baseball. Honestly, baseball is the best thing to begin with, It's legacy driver for the entire cardboard ecosystem, followed by Magic the Gathering, specifically the Alpha decks, followed closely, very much so, by Pokemon. But actually, Pokemon has eclipsed the entire market because now you've got around 2 billion people worldwide in the Pokemon ecosystem, as opposed to the 500 million or so that are into baseball. So the market's 4 times as large, and it's driven by rabid children who basically control this market by how loud they scream for the product, because their parents need to find a way to shut them up. So you basically have screaming children backing your cardboard ecosystem. At least with this, you're actually betting on the players, and you can see their performance, and you can consider where their stats are going to be in the future. I honestly don't do that too much because look at how many guys are out there. If you're a collector, if you're a serious baseball card collector, I've got to give it to you. You know your shit. It requires, it's like a full-time job. And I have nothing but respect for people who have that knowledge to have spent that much time in becoming an expert. And that's incredibly powerful, and hats off to you. But the reality is here, people, is if you're a casual, you're going to get steamrolled in this market. That's for sure. No 2 ways about it. It's going to chew you up and spit you out. So if you're going to do this, do it with money that you are willing to lose. And also, hopefully you enjoy the sport. So that way it doesn't hurt so much when you suddenly have to hold on to 10,000, 20,000 cards for God knows how long. Or if you really go hard, you've got pallets of unopened cardboard just sitting there that you can't even look at or enjoy. And you are trying to offload at a loss. Now that's the thing. That's the reason why. So like Alpha Investments and stuff. Yeah, he's cool. He's a big hitter. He buys directly from manufacturers and stuff, and from the brands. But you got to think about it. He's ordering enough to where one bad shipment becomes. He's filling up his bathroom with shit. That's what one bad investment can do to you. It's wild. So you really got to know your stuff if you're in this, especially if you want to go and scale at that level. And you can't just do that overnight. It takes a series of time to get to that point. That's something that people really, really underestimate. So just my 2 cents here. Hope you enjoyed the unpacking. Hopefully you found some of my content a little bit funny, or at least just drag me in the comments instead. If you think that this is complete shit, just drag me and we'll go from there. Thank you very much and have a great day, people.